Hey folks, we're going to do one of my favorite meals today, sauerkraut, sausage and wieners. And we're going to do it in the Instant Pot. And I got everything out here that I needed, I think. I have some sliced onions in this bag. I just put them in this bag because it was handy. These coffee bags are good for saving because you can store stuff in them. Got some garlic powder, some salt, pepper, olive oil, some beer, 2 cans of sauerkraut, some sausage, any kind of sausage you want. And I got some wieners in the fridge, hot dog wieners. I'll put in at the end. So we got the Instant Pot here. We're going to get it warmed up. And we're going to saute some sausage and get it browned up. This mild Italian doesn't matter. I'd like to have the hot, but they didn't have any of the hot, so I got mild Italian. And we'll brown that up and some onions. Then we'll put the sauerkraut and the rest of the ingredients in, and we'll get to cooking, so stick around. Okay, I've had the Instant Pot on saute here for a little while. I'll put some olive oil in here. Once I pull that goofy thing out of here. There we go. Brand new bottle of olive oil. So I'm going to put some olive oil in there. Boy, my thing's not very level, is it? My pot isn't very level. See if I can put something under here. I should have thought of that, because I know it never is level. Well, that's a little better. Not much better. Oh well. Okie dokie. I want to throw some hot sausage in there. Not hot sausage. Mild Italian sausage. 6 of them. Gonna brown those up. Nice and brown. That'll take a while. Can you hear it? Can you hear it crickling and crackling? I'm not going to put the lid on it. I want to brown these up, so that'll take a few minutes to get that done. This is Walmart. I got that sausage at Walmart. It's not the best, but it's I got to go to the butcher and get some. My son said the butcher up there in Du Bois has really good sausage. I got to go there. I keep putting it off. But I want to get this nice and brown. And then I'm going to throw some onions in there, and I'm going to open up the sauerkraut here. So hang in with me. I'll be back. It's starting to brown up pretty nice. Want to get it nice and brown. If my son was here, he'd say burn them, because he likes them burnt. I probably will too. Probably get some burnt. Get some of that good crusty stuff on the bottom of the pan. So we're going to keep going here. It's pretty hot. Shouldn't take too long. Shouldn't take too much longer to get them browned up nice. I'll be back. Starting to look pretty good. Getting browner and browner. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day out today. Again. My son come down and cut my grass last night. Supposed to be sunny all day today. Probably about mid-70s, I guess. I ordered that siding for my garage, so we're supposed to go pick it up tonight when he gets home from work. He got his truck going, I guess, pretty good. Well, he had it here last night anyway. So he's supposed to come down. He gets out of work around 3 o'clock. We're going to go up and get that siding. Hopefully get started on that project pretty quick. So the kitties are all fed. They were all present and accounted for this morning. They ate up pretty good, and then they took off out in the woods to go hunting for a while. And we'll give this a little bit more browning and then we'll be back. Okay, I'm going to take the sausage out. It's looking pretty browned up. Got lots of good brownness in the bottom of the pan there. Where's the other one? There it is. And then, see all that nice brown in the bottom of the pan. I'm going to put some onions in there. And I'm going to brown those up, I think. There we go. Get them browned up a little. Some salt. Salt, my watch and my, okay. And some pepper. I don't know what that beeping is. My pot, I guess. I'm going to brown these onions up a little bit too. And then we're going to keep my pan steady here. Then we're going to put the sauerkraut in there. So we're going to let those go for a while. Maybe a little bit more olive oil. Maybe. Toss them around. You could just cook the onions like in the sauerkraut, but I want the onions to be kind of browned up too, so that's the way I'm going to do it. We'll let them cook for a while on saute. I know your Instant Pot has a saute function, which is nice, so stick around. We're coming back soon with sauerkraut. Okie dokie, those are brown pretty good. Not brown, but see, they're nice and kind of browned. Lots of good stuff on the bottom of the pan there. I know some will say it's burnt, but it's not. That's the good stuff. So here's what I'm gonna do. You got to use a cup of liquid for the Instant Pot, no matter what you cook. So I'm gonna put a cup of beer in there. That's gonna deglaze that bottom of that pan. Scrape up all that good chunks of stuff best we can with the wrong tool. Should have a spatula or something, but we'll do it this way. Then that's pretty good. I'm going to put in the sauerkraut. This was 2 cans of the small cans. I should have saved the cans, but I forgot that they were the small cans. So I'll put some garlic powder, and I'm not going to put salt because there's lots of salt in the sauerkraut already. But I'm going to put pepper. Lots of people can put, you can put caraway seeds, or some people put brown sugar, but I don't put brown sugar. So I'm just going to give it a little stir here. Like that. And I think I got everything in there. And I'm going to put the sausage back in. Like that. Maybe bury it down in there a little bit. Is there 6 of them? Where'd the other one go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Thought I lost one. Got those in there nice. Then we're going to put the lid on the Instant Pot. Make sure you wipe the, let's see, you gotta make sure it's wiped off pretty good, so you get a seal around there. Then you gotta put the lid on. Make sure your thing is okay back here. And I'm gonna set it for, I need my glasses. I'm gonna set it for, I gotta turn it up so I can see what I'm doing. Pressure cook, about 10 minutes. There, high pressure, 10 minutes. See if I can show you. Maybe high pressure, 10 minutes. Right there. And we'll wait for it to come up to pressure. And we'll cook for 10 minutes. And then I have some hot dog wieners I'm going to throw in there when it's all done. I'll just throw them in there and let them cook on the residual heat, as they're already cooked anyway. So we'll be back with sauerkraut pretty quick. Stay tuned. Okay, it's been in there for 10 minutes. So I am releasing the pressure. I throw a towel over there so it doesn't splatter all over, because it spits out juice and water and stuff sometimes. And it's almost done. You gotta wait for that button to drop right there. When that button drops, then you can open the lid. That means all the pressure's out. The old good old Instant Pot, if you don't have one, take a look at getting one. They really make cooking convenient, I think. There it goes, that dropped down. See that pin drop down? So now the lid is loose and you can lift it. So let's take a look and see what we got here. You still got to be careful with steam. Oh, see that? And then the lid hooks right up there. Somehow, someday, some way. There we go. So it looks pretty good. Let me get some stirred up here. That looks good, don't it? Nice onions in there. Sausage is going to be cooked. It's been in there 10 minutes under pressure. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw in 5 of these wieners. And I'm just going to kind of maybe bury them a little bit. Maybe get them buried down in there somehow. A little bit. If you had a piece of pork, it'd be good too, but I don't have any pork. I actually didn't want pork. I just wanted sauerkraut and sausage. So now we're going to put the lid back on. And we're just going to let it... I'm not going to turn the heat on or anything. I'm just going to put the lid on and let it sit for a while. Now it'll cook them wieners. So we'll have some. We'll be back and we'll try it out in a little bit. Stick around. Alrighty, folks. It's all done. Here it is. Sausage and wieners and sauerkraut. All cooked up nice. Try a little bit. Got to have some sauerkraut and sausage in the same. It's good. That sausage is good. Now I'll have a wiener. Hot dog wiener. I hope you could hear me there. My mic was upside down. Anyway, there it is. Really good. I love sauerkraut. It's good for you too. I'd love to have a hot dog with sauerkraut on it, but I don't want to eat no bread. Because I'm trying to stay away from bread and carbs, you know. Try another bite because it's good. That'll do. So I'm going to save this for tonight. Me and Stewie will have a bowl of this tonight. Or a plate. Always makes me think of New Year's when I cook. When I cook sauerkraut, it makes me think of New Year's because I always like to have sauerkraut, pork and sauerkraut, and watch a Twilight Zone marathon. So every time I have sauerkraut, I think of New Year's. It won't be long and it'll be New Year's, so years going by fast. Try this recipe out if you want. You can do a lot of things with sauerkraut. Check out some other recipes on YouTube. Try mine out if you want. It's just simple, basic sauerkraut. Pretty easy to do in the Instant Pot. So, thanks for watching. Stay frosty. Dale out.